If you're wondering which gaming TVs are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Samsung S95D. This bad boy delivers an insane 8.9 millisecond input lag that makes your reflexes look like they're on steroids. Plus, those QD-OLED colors are so vibrant they'll make your retinas question reality. The only downside is Samsung still refuses to support Dolby Vision gaming like they're holding a grudge against Microsoft. But honestly, with 144Hz support and that buttery smooth VRR, who gives a damn? Would I buy it? Yes, because when you're getting schooled in Tekken 8, at least you'll look fabulous while crying. Hisense U8QG. This thing pumps out brightness levels that could probably blind a small village and somehow manages 9.9 millisecond input lag while supporting 4K at 165 Hz, making it the overachiever of the bunch. The built-in subwoofer rattles like a paint mixer on crack whenever there's deep bass, so you'll definitely need a soundbar, unless you enjoy your explosions sounding like construction work. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's cheaper than the competition and performs like a champ, but that rattling subwoofer would drive me to drink. LG C4 OLED. The C4 is basically the reliable friend who shows up to every gaming session with 4 HDMI 2.1 ports and flawless 4K 120Hz performance. Plus, it actually implements HGIG properly, unlike some manufacturers who phone it in. Sure, it's not as bright as the mini LED monsters and won't melt your eyeballs like the Samsung's QD-OLED, but it's consistent as hell and won't randomly decide to have a tantrum mid-game. Would I buy it? Yes, because sometimes you just want a TV that works without drama, like that one friend who never cancels plans. Samsung QN90D. This mini LED beast cranks out ridiculous brightness for daytime gaming and nails that 9.9 millisecond input lag, making it perfect for when you want to game with all the lights on like some kind of psychopath. The colors can get so aggressive, they look like someone cranked the saturation slider to 11, which is great for Instagram screenshots, but might make your eyes bleed during longer sessions. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's fantastic for sports and bright room gaming, but those oversaturated colors would probably give me a headache after marathoning Dark Souls. Sony Bravia 7. Sony managed to squeeze under 10 milliseconds of input lag out of this thing while making games look smooth as butter at 120 Hz, proving they finally remembered gamers exist. The setup process is apparently more complicated than assembling IKEA furniture blindfolded, because Sony loves making simple things unnecessarily complex. Would I buy it? No. While the gaming performance is solid, life's too short to spend hours figuring out why your PlayStation 5 won't talk to your Sony TV properly. Samsung S90D/S90DD OLED. This bad boy delivers 4,144Hz gaming that'll make your eyes water with joy. Plus, it's brighter than my future with incredibly low input lag that makes other televisions look like they're running on dial-up internet. The downside is that some units apparently decide to play dead faster than a possum on a highway, and the panel lottery means you might get a different type of screen depending on the size you pick. Would I buy it? Yes, because when it works, it's basically the gaming equivalent of having superpowers, and I'm willing to roll those reliability dice. Hisense U8N Mini LED ULED. This absolute unit cranks out 3,000 nits of peak brightness that could probably be seen from space, and the 144Hz refresh rate with 7.4 milliseconds input lag makes gaming smoother than a buttered penguin sliding down an iceberg. The catch is that the local dimming zones create more halos than a Renaissance painting, and the motion handling makes fast-paced games look like they're being played through Jell-O. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's like dating someone really attractive who occasionally forgets how to walk properly, but the price makes it tempting enough to overlook the quirks. LG OLED Evo G4. This beast supports 4,165 Hz and has input lag so low at 12.9 milliseconds that it practically reads your mind before you press the controller. Plus, all 4 HDMI 2.1 ports mean you can plug in more consoles than a small gaming cafe. The only real complaint is that it costs more than my car, and the audio is about as impressive as a whisper in a hurricane. Would I buy it? Yes, because this thing is basically the Rolls-Royce of gaming televisions, and if you're going to sell a kidney for a television, might as well make it count. Sony Bravia 8 LED. This PlayStation lover's dream automatically optimizes itself when it detects a PS5 and delivers buttery smooth gaming with nearly instantaneous pixel transitions that make motion clearer than my understanding of why pineapple belongs on pizza. The downside is that it only has 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, which is fewer than the number of brain cells I have left after trying to manage all my gaming devices, and it occasionally flickers like a haunted house light fixture. Would I buy it? Maybe. If you're a PlayStation fanboy, it's basically made for you, but if you have multiple next-gen consoles, you'll be playing musical chairs with your HDMI cables. LG G3 OLED. This brightness monster is 70% brighter than previous OLED generations thanks to its micro lens array technology, and with 4 HDMI 2.1 ports supporting 4120 Hz gaming, it's like having a gaming command center that actually works. The problem is that it's been around longer than some of my relationships and lacks the latest features that make the newer models more appealing. Plus, it doesn't support HDR10+, which is like buying a sports car without air conditioning. Would I buy it? No. While it's still a solid performer, it's basically the equivalent of buying last year's iPhone when the new one just dropped. And in the fast-moving world of gaming televisions, that's practically ancient history. Samsung S90C. This quantum dot OLED beast delivers 4K 120Hz gaming with variable refresh rate support across all 4 HDMI ports. Plus, it hits over 1000 nits peak brightness, which makes your enemies glow like they're radioactive. The only thing missing is Dolby Vision gaming support, so Xbox Series X owners get stuck with basic HDR10 like it's 2018 again. Would I buy it? Yes. With 9.2 millisecond input lag and a dedicated gaming bar that lets you add crosshairs to any game, it's basically cheating legally. LG C2. This OLED legend supports every gaming format you can throw at it, including 1440p at 120Hz and 4K at 120Hz, with all 4 HDMI 2.1 ports ready to handle your console collection like a digital hoarder's dream. The downside is that aggressive brightness limiter that dims the screen faster than your hopes when you see the price of graphics cards, plus there's a slight pink tint on one side that makes everything look like it's been Instagram filtered. Would I buy it? Yes. The nearly instantaneous response time and low input lag make it feel more responsive than my last 3 relationships combined. Samsung S95B. This QD-OLED powerhouse delivers the most punchy and vibrant gaming visuals I've ever seen, making HDR games look so colorful they could cause seizures in a rainbow. However, sometimes the ultra-bold presentation goes so overboard that bright colors get flared out and stripped of detail like they've been through a beauty filter gone wrong. Would I buy it? Maybe. While it delivers 9 millisecond input lag and supports 4K at 120Hz with variable refresh rate, the brightness instability during gaming makes it more bipolar than my ex. Hisense U7K. This mini LED budget warrior hits 144Hz refresh rate and comes with AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. Plus, it gets bright enough to blind your neighbors through the window. The motion processing is about as smooth as sandpaper though, and the wobbly stand makes it shake more than a chihuahua in a thunderstorm. Would I buy it? Yes, at around $800. With 13.2 millisecond input lag and a gaming bar that includes an FPS counter, it's the best bang for your buck unless you're made of money. LG C3. This OLED gaming machine delivers exceptionally low response time and incredibly low input lag with boost mode enabled, making games feel more responsive than a customer service chatbot that actually works. The trade-off is that it gets dimmer in game mode and uses a non-standard RGB sub-pixel layout that makes text look fuzzier than your vision after a night out. Would I buy it? Yes. With support for 1440p at 120Hz, 4K at 120Hz, and amazing reflection handling, it's perfect for gaming even if your setup looks like it belongs in a greenhouse. Samsung QN900A. This beast pumps out 8K resolution with mini LED backlighting that makes your games look so crisp you'll wonder if you need glasses, but good luck finding actual 8K content that isn't just upscaled 4K pretending to be fancy. The gaming performance is solid with 5.8 milliseconds input lag at 4K 120Hz and supports FreeSync, G-Sync, and variable refresh rate, though some users report flickering in game menus that's more annoying than a teammate who won't stop backseat gaming. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's like buying a Ferrari to drive in a school zone. Technically amazing, but you're not using half its potential until 8K gaming actually becomes a thing. LG OLED Evo G5. This OLED monster delivers the brightest gaming experience I've tested, with perfect blacks that make other TVs look like they're wearing sunglasses indoors. Plus, it crushes the competition with 9 milliseconds response time that makes every headshot feel buttery smooth. The only downside is that it's an OLED, which means if you leave a static image on screen too long, you might get permanent burn-in that's more permanent than your ex's grudge against you. Would I buy it? Yes, it's the gaming TV equivalent of finding a unicorn that actually exists and doesn't cost your firstborn child. Sony Bravia 9. This mini LED powerhouse delivers insane brightness levels that'll make your retinas question their life choices. But the 39 milliseconds total system latency makes it feel like you're gaming through molasses compared to OLED competitors. The motion performance is decent for console gaming but falls short for PC gaming, where it's locked to 120 Hz, making it the equivalent of a sports car with a speed limiter that kicks in right when things get fun. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's great if you prioritize brightness over speed, but if you're serious about competitive gaming, you might want to look elsewhere. Hisense U7N. This budget-friendly mini LED beast delivers 144 Hz gaming performance with 6.2 milliseconds input lag that punches way above its weight class, making it the scrappy underdog that actually wins fights. The HDR can look a bit washed out, and the upscaling isn't as sharp as premium models. Plus, there's some backlight blooming that's more noticeable than your friend's bad haircut. Would I buy it? Yes. At under $800, it's like getting a gaming TV that performs like it costs twice as much, even if it occasionally reminds you why it didn't. Hisense U8K. This mini LED powerhouse delivers fantastic gaming performance with low latency, variable refresh rate support, and colors so accurate they make other TVs look colorblind. Plus, it fixed the inverse ghosting issues that plagued previous models. The brightness and color accuracy make HDR games pop off the screen like a 3D movie without the annoying glasses, though it still can't match OLED's perfect blacks and might have some minor blooming and high contrast scenes. Would I buy it? Yes. It's the sweet spot between price and performance that delivers premium gaming features without requiring you to sell a kidney on the black market. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the gaming TVS for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.